What if I told you that the next Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the Braves system already and he plays shortstop? This is Ben from Hardcore Braves, and I'm here to tell you about one of the prospects that I'm most excited about in the new segment called Ben's Baby Braves. Let's get into it. If you know anything about the Braves system, you know that the player I'm talking about is John Gill. He's a 19-year-old shortstop out of the Dominican Republic. He stands 5'11", about 175 pounds, and he's 19 years old playing high A Rome right now, and the kid is looking electric. Last year in 2025, in 107 games between Augusta and Columbus, John Gill hit .252 with a .348 on-base percentage and a .366 slug. That's equated to a 113 WRC plus as an 18-year-old kid, which is incredible, playing well above his age bracket. Maybe the most incredible part about his game is how patient he is and how well he knows the strike zone. Last year, he walked at a 12.4% clip to go along with a 14.6% K percentage. That is incredible. That means he is looking for his pitches and he is actively knowing the strike zone and adapting to what pitchers are throwing him as he's moving up in the system. Not only that, but his speed actually might be his best tool, as he stole 54 bases last year and already got 10 this year. The guy is uber athletic and is a burner on the base paths. So far in 2026, his numbers aren't looking that great. He's only hitting 195 with a 306 on base percentage and a 341 slugging percentage. However, a lot of that can be attributed to the fact that he only has a 222 batting average on balls in play, meaning he's putting the balls in play, they're just going right to somebody. Now let's talk some batted ball metrics. So far this year, his ground ball percentage has gone up 7% from 46.7 to 53.6 this year. That is a 7% increase, and meaning he's hitting the ball on the ground a lot more than he probably should. His fly ball percentage has also gone down almost 10% from 35.8% to a 25% clip, meaning he's not getting any lift on the ball. And once he starts getting lift on the ball, we will see those numbers start to take off. However, right now, it's very hard for him to generate any kind of power and any kind of base hits or extra base hits because he's hitting the ball on the ground, usually right at somebody. I think the bigger issue right now is that he is pulling the ball 17% more than he was last year, going from 48.3 last year to a 65.5% clip so far in 2026. Hitting the ball oppo, he has dropped 15%, going from 28.5 to 13.8%. Meaning he's not spraying the ball at all. He is going pull side and only pull side. And once he starts to straighten that out, we're really going to see some inflated numbers, and he will be a phenomenal player. Just have to make sure that he is using the whole field and playing his game. Now, 2017 is when Ronald Acuna Jr. really exploded onto the scene. So I'm going to look at his 2016 numbers to kind of equate his 18-year-old season to John Gill's 18-year-old season. So we can kind of compare to see where they're at the moment. So in 2016, when Ronald Acuna Jr. was 18 years old, he hit 4 home runs, he scored 19 runs, and had 14 stolen bases. He also walked at a 10.6% walk rate to go along with a 16.2% K rate. Those two numbers right there are eerily similar to what John Gill produced last year. He also had a 117 ISO with a 361 BABIP, which is way higher than what John Gill ever produced. Now, I'm a firm believer that BABIP is something that a batter generally can't help, but it is something to point out that might be the reason why Ronald had a 312 batting average instead of the 252 that John Gill had last year. Something else to look at is in 2016, Ronald Acuna had a 59.7% ground ball percentage, which is also very close to what John Gill has produced so far this year. Now, when Ronald started lifting the ball, the power started taking off. And the EVs are there for John Gill. He has already had multiple balls over 100 miles an hour. He even hit 2 home runs in spring training this year against much, much better pitching. So the comps are there, and I think that John Gill could really turn into a very solid Ronald Acuna light hitter in the major leagues. This has been Ben from Hardcore Braves, and this has been Ben's Baby Braves. So I appreciate y'all listening, and check us out wherever you listen to your podcasts, including YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Thanks.